Why hello there beautiful people, welcome back to Crayniaq Gaming. We are back with a brand new video. As you can tell from the title, we're going to be previewing 5 teams that I could be using for my NBA 2K20 MyLeague series. Now make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the sub button if you're new. Also hit the notification bell to join the notification gang, and we're going to keep it rolling here, guys. Now, as you see, the 5 teams are the Dallas Mavericks, the New Orleans Pelicans, the Memphis Grizzlies, the Chicago Bulls, and the New York Knicks. First team we're going to look at is, of course, the Dallas Mavericks, and they have a lot of European talent on this team, including the 2 stars, Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis, of course, the guy I miss absolutely dearly, as the Knicks ended up trading him last year while he was still injured. But now with that knee hopefully fully healthy, we'll see what he can do, along with Luka Doncic, who had an amazing rookie season this year. And, of course, can't forget about Boban Marjanovic. Plenty of other great players on this team, like Tim Hardaway Jr. as well. Then we're looking at the Pelicans. This is going to be a very interesting team to rebuild. Of course, they got Zion Williamson with the first pick in the 2019 draft. They also traded away Anthony Davis to the Los Angeles Lakers, picking up Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball, just to name a few. Of course, Williamson, a lot of high expectations for him going into his rookie season. We'll have to see what he can do if we decide to pick him. And of course, they still have Drew Holiday on the roster, at least for now. There's been a lot of talk about him possibly being moved. We'll have to see what the Pelicans decide to do. But Brandon Ingram, one of the guys they picked up in the Anthony Davis trade, definitely has a lot of potential. We'll have to see what he can do as a Pelican. And of course, Lonzo Ball, who's been a real disappointment so far in his career, but maybe a change of scenery, maybe the move to New Orleans might be what he needs to get his career back on track. Now we're going to look at the Memphis Grizzlies. A lot of young talent on this team, but the days where they were a fixture in the Western Conference playoffs are long gone. And with Mike Conley now gone, it's going to be interesting to see what I can do with this Grizzlies team. Of course, they have Jonas Valanciunas from the Raptors. Hasn't really met expectations since coming into the league, but still a very serviceable center. And they picked up Ja Morant in the draft from Murray State with the number 2 overall pick. He has a lot of high expectations, and he's going to be filling some big shoes with Mike Conley now gone. And, of course, Jaren Jackson entering his 2nd season out of Michigan State. So there's definitely a lot of talent in this front court for the Grizzlies. And Josh Jackson coming over from the Suns, another guy who has a lot of high expectations but hasn't really met them as of yet. But we'll see if he can do that if we pick the Grizzlies. Now we move on to the Chicago Bulls, another team that has fallen from grace. But they still have a lot of young talent, just like the other teams that I've looked at. And of course, they're led by Zach LaVine, who's known for his performances in the dunk contests in the past, but is still a pretty good player even outside of that. Had some pretty good years in Minnesota, and now looks to be the leading scorer in Chicago. And also, can't forget about Lauri Markkanen, entering his 3rd year out of Arizona. Definitely has a lot of potential, and definitely has been a lot better than most people thought he would be. And of course, Otto Porter, who the Bulls traded for mid-season last year. We'll have to see what he can do in his first full year with the Bulls, should we decide to go with Chicago. And last but not least, we got my favorite team, the New York Knicks. And what a mess of an offseason this has been. I mean, first and foremost, they didn't get the number 1 overall pick, so no Zion Williamson. And then they missed out on KD, Kawhi, Kyrie, and pretty much just about every marquee free agent that was on the market. Now, they did end up signing Julius Randle, who never really met expectations with the Lakers, ended up playing for the Pelicans last year. He's still a very serviceable big man. We can see what we can get out of him if we pick the Knicks. And, of course, R.J. Barrett, the number 3 overall pick. We wanted Zion. We wanted Morant. We didn't get either of them. But Barrett, definitely a guy we could build around. And, of course, Dennis Smith Jr., the guy we picked Frank Ntilikina over, now a New York Knick. So we got him anyways. And we can see if we can build him into being the point guard that he has the potential to be. And, of course, Mitchell Robinson. came out of nowhere last season and really balled out. Hopefully we can continue to develop him if we do pick at the Knicks. Now, I do want to let you guys know that the 6th option is me just picking an expansion team and building it from the ground up. That has definitely been spoken about to my inner circle for the most part. That is definitely a possibility, but these are like 5 NBA teams that I'm thinking about. So don't be surprised if I do decide to pick an expansion team. But let me know in the comment section who you think of these 5 teams I should pick if I don't decide to go with the expansion thing. I'm going to post a poll in the comment section for who do you guys think that I'm going to pick. And that's going to be in the description and in the comment section. But that's going to do it for this very brief video. Thank you guys for watching it. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the sub button if you're new. Also click on the notification bell to join the notification gang. If you want to support the channel in a more personal way, definitely pledge to my Patreon. The link's going to be in the description as always. Make sure you guys get a new Crayniaq Gaming t-shirt. That link's going to be in the description as well. And you guys have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day, night, or whenever you're watching this. And like I always say, guys, no matter what happens, make sure you guys keep that mofo rolling. And I'm out of here. Deuces.
God, they tryna turn me to a monster. Every year I'm a conquer. Okay, see, I bring the thunder. Walking in humble, I leave Muhammad. Sting you like Bumble. Running with pride. 10 over, eyes to a bliss. I don't fumble blind.